my God, I can't believe it.
Put it on the screen!
All right, so the next question is, what does it mean to be a lion in the house? Yeah. Roar! I'm going to destroy you. No, but this is a common question because a lot of times it can go both ways, but a lot of times this is general question. A general question issue that a lot of sisters have because they think because they Lord correct them that means he's a lion in the house. That's not the case.
I'm sorry, I want to say, and also coming out of the world, they taught that their husbands are supposed to talk like Joel Osteen.
Right.
All right? Listen, it's not, a man was not created to talk like Joel Osteen, especially the black man. I'm just let y'all know that right now. Don't let Joel fool you. He ain't supposed to sound or talk or move like Joel Osteen. You know what I'm saying? It's bad enough work. We got to do it on the job. We got to do it on the job just to blend in, right? Y'all know what I'm talking about. Don't act like I'm here by myself. You can't be the lion you want to be on the job. You got to be like, let me get 3, 2, 1. Oh, yes, sir. Yes. I will. Right?
Indubitably.
We've been on yes, indubitably, sir. Right? That's not us naturally. I'm going to just let y'all know that. All right? So, yes, when your husband, he talking like the lion that he is. Right? That's what he is. He a man. He going to talk like a man. All right?
Let's get at Proverbs 20. Proverbs 20, and we can go to verse 2. Look, baby, this is what I just want to say. I'm sorry. You've been doing right good. I don't know what I was thinking. Yeah, I'm going to make it do what it do, baby. Come on.
Proverbs chapter 20, verse 2.
Uh-huh.
The fear of a king is as roaring of a lion.
Uh-huh.
Whoso provoketh him to anger sinneth against his own soul.
So a lot of times what's happening is it can be provoked. You can be provoking him there, meaning you're trying to get a rise out of him. But it tells you that the fear of a king is like a roaring lion. Nobody provokes the king. You understand? When it goes into that soft word, turning away wrath, a lot of us don't understand that. The pride kicks in, so you like, nah, you said something, I'm going to get the last word. You ain't going to talk to me like that. And then to get you all riled up, next thing you know, you turn into, you jump out of character, and now that's it. See? He's yelling at me. Look how he's talking to me. But you might have provoked that man to anger. The objective is to resolve. It should never be to incite or to increase the anger.
And that's when the recorder comes out.
Right.
Damn.
Call him a band. You a band. You a record. Don't record nothing before that. Well, you know what? You stink. I don't even like you. You're not even a real man. Record. Now, what you got to say about that? You understand? But that's exactly what it be. Sometimes it be provoking, right? Go to Proverbs 14 and verse 1.
Proverbs chapter 14, verse 1.
Come on.
Every wise woman buildeth her house, but the foolish plucketh it down with her hands.
So that lion can be the sister as well. It's not a one-way street. That's why I said it'd be a confusion because it always gets directed towards the man. But if you are a foolish woman, you can pluck down your house with your hands and with your mouth. A lot of it. You understand? You know how they say in the world is a double standard. You say certain things that they say men can say and do, but every time a woman do it is a double standard. Well, it's been a double standard for years when it comes to the man and the woman. And a lot of times, believe it or not, it was in favor of the woman. Because the woman can get upset, slap you in the face, and you can't touch her. The woman can say what she want to say, clown you, and hit you below the belt. Say the things that know how to break you down. But the moment you say something like, well, you kind of fat, you need to lose weight, now you got a devil on you. Right. You understand what I'm saying? The double standard had always been one-sided. But the whole point is that lion in the house is not just directed towards the man. We are not in your marriage, you should not be, neither party should be in a spirit of, I'm going to take my frustration out on you with my words. You understand? Because there's power in the tongue, like the scriptures say. Go to Proverbs 15.
As you getting that, and I do want to say that it's on both sides of the coin. There's a time and a place. there's a time and a place for brothers for you to be smooth like Barry White.
Right.
I'm not saying that you're just supposed to be all the time, but at the end of the day, you are the head of the household, and we do recognize and we know that things have been turned upside down in society, and so it's important for you all to turn it right side up, turn it back to the way that it's supposed to be. But the scripture tells you that you got to love your wife just like you love yourself. All right, so it's like we're not just saying that, oh, the man's supposed to always just go off, whatever the case is, but, you know, you have to have a level of control and, you know, self-respect for yourself as well in dealing with your wife, knowing that she is the weaker vessel. All right, so your wife is going to say things, she's going to do things that you're not going to do. But when you have her on the same mindset as you think that y'all is 50-50 and it's equal, you think you're dealing with another dude. No, you're dealing with a woman. All right, you always make sure that you understand that. Everybody has to understand that. The woman has to understand that, and the man has to understand that. You know that you are dealing with the woman, and she is the weaker vessel. All right?
And they go into saying it too, reason why we're going to go over here to Proverbs 15 and 18 is you have to stay level-headed. You brothers, when it comes to your marriage, you cannot be the one that jump out the spirit. You have to be the level one that's not allowing emotions to stray your judgment or the reactions that you're going to get, because anybody that can control how you react, your emotions, has power over you. Right. You understand? So go to verse 18.
Proverbs chapter 15 and verse 18. A wrathful man stirreth up strife, but he that is slow to anger appeaseth strife.
So when you a wrathful man, you stir up strife. You constantly want to throw more heat to the flames. You want to feed the fire. Versus being someone who's slow to anger. And guess what? By doing that, you will appease the strife. Meaning nobody can be upset if, for instance, if you come in the house and you, like say you come from work, you just been having to talk like Joel Osteen at work all day. You had to say it indubitably about 6 times. You come home and say the kids got the house looking a mess. Now you come in there upset and you like, why you didn't have this? You got all this trash and everything, every toys all over the place. Clean this up. Sisters, what you go? Is your reaction? Should your reaction be, well, I was gonna get to it, but since you want to sit here and make a big old deal about it, it's gonna stay on the floor another hour. No, because now you stirring up more strife.
Right.
But you know that feeling you get when you don't want to just say, oh, don't worry about it, my Lord. I'm gonna get it. I was gonna get. Matter of fact, let me get it right now. I'll stop what I'm doing. Because pride is saying, why I got to do that? But it said a wrathful man will stir up strife. The same way it is with us being the men, being the leaders. You can't allow yourself to jump out of the spirit and be that wrathful man that continue to increase. Guess what? You get your wife comes and you and her are talking and it's starting to turn to argument. You don't continue you control the conversation. Look, whenever you get your emotions in check and you not sitting here yelling and you want to really talk with me, then we can continue the conversation. But right now, I can tell you aggravated or whatever case may be, and this ain't going to go nowhere. And you can shut it down right there. Because yelling, all it do is provoke more yelling. And eventually, furniture start moving. You don't need that. You understand?
Just a kind of caveat off of what you said. Dang it, I'm going to miss my point. Dang, Zakar, you messed me up. Indubitably. But no, just like what the officer said, femininity is the woman's strength. That's why the Lord made you a woman. Don't try to be a man. If you use masculine strength to go towards a man, guess what? It's not going to work out good for you. You can diffuse the situation by using femininity. A brother's not going to go back and forth with you when you're acting like a woman. I'm going to tell you straight up. If your response is, you know what, my Lord, you're right, I'm sorry, I apologize, let me just get a couple minutes and I'll take care of it, baby, for you, blah, blah, blah. You're going to tone everything down. Brother's going to be like, all right, shoot, I got you, baby. Give him a nice little kiss on the cheek. Maybe, I know you upset, I got you, blah, blah. Brother's not going to blow up on that. No man going to blow up on that unless he just crazy. Come on. The man going to be like, you know what, I probably went too hard. Hey, he probably might come back later on and say, baby, you know what, I'm sorry I came through the door like that. I just had to say indubitably 15 times at work today. It was just too much. Right? He going to come back and catch himself. But if you raise up with that masculinity, it's like you're going to make the hairs on the back of it. He's going to stare at you and be like, what the heck? And you look and you can see clearly you're talking to a woman, but what's coming out ain't womanly. So it's like it's confusing. It piss you off even more. You know, so it's like, just like what Officer said, there's power in the tongue, all right?
Yeah, because that thing, that'll make you forget the whole reason why you was upset.
Right, exactly.
What's going on today? Look, you look kind of stressed, my lord. Look, you need me to give you a little massage or whatever the case may be. Take your shoes
back
off.
a little bit.
We sitting there. Shit, goddamn. I did need a massage.
You start talking like gas.
Yeah, it started sounding like gas.
Goddamn.
Goddamn, I am kind of stressed out, goddamn, but. Hey, go to Proverbs 29:1. Proverbs 29:1. So you got to keep this in mind too when it goes to the question of what does it mean to be a lion in the house.
Proverbs chapter 29, verse 1. He that being often reproved hardeneth his neck shall suddenly be destroyed, and that without remedy.
So a lot of times it's a thing where the other person is getting tired of being corrected, and what happens is they harden their neck. Now, the reason why I'm bringing this out too is because you don't want to be the one that actually made this way. Because a lot of times people use the scriptures strictly for correction. Right. You don't never bring out the verses that's used for upliftment and building them up. You just know how to tear down. You one way. So if you constantly, every time you bring the Bible out is for correction, guess what that person is going to see the Bible as? That's it. They're not going to see it for all the good that it do. They're not going to see it for all the power it has to change the spirits and the minds of brothers and sisters that come from all different walks of life.
Come on!
Because you've made the Bible a weapon that's only for bad, breaking down. But the Bible, just like in Jeremiah, he says you have to be able to tear down, throw up, and then build. You understand? But if you just constantly correct, that person eventually is going to harden their neck. And then guess what? There's no remedy for that person because they can. At that point, it says just destruction is down their path. You have something?
Yeah. Read just what Officer said, 2 Timothy 3:16. That's what this is saying right here. Because we only use the scripture one way. Some of us only use the scriptures one way. No, the scripture is for this right here. Read that. 2 Timothy 3:16.
2 Timothy chapter 3 and verse 16. Mm-hmm. All scripture is given by inspiration of God and is profitable for doctrine.
It's profitable for doctrine.
For reproof.
For reproof.
For correction.
For correction.
For instruction in righteousness.
And for instruction in righteousness. It's to instruct you on how to move righteously. That's what it is. It is for correction. It is for reproof. But it's also for instruction on how to move in righteousness. All right, so you brothers got to make sure that y'all remember that.
All right, so y'all got that? When it comes to being a lion, they're just trying to tear somebody down. All you do is tear down, tear down, tear down. Or you try to be the loudest one. But at the whole point when it comes to correction, correction is not being a lion. You understand? But just be mindful. Whenever you come in, and especially when you're dealing with your household, understand like what Officer said, that the woman is the weaker vessel, whatever case may be, you got to be able to build them up as well. All right?
Across the earth, the prophets move. From city streets to distant lands, the message is the same. Israel must rise. Through every quest, every journey, the truth spreads. No border can contain it. No distance can silence it. Our nation lives in every moment. In joy, we celebrate marriages. In sorrow, we honor our dead. On the Sabbath, we gather as one. Families rejoicing together, bound by the commandments of God. Yet are we tried. From the stones in Kenya to the hatred in Montana, we endure as a soldier of the Lord. And still, the mission expands. On the airwaves, on the screens, in every nation under heaven, Israel's voice is heard. We build our communities. We raise our children in royalty. We restore what was broken. We clean what was defiled. We show the world who we are. Israel united in Christ. Nation in motion. Nation endures.